Forward Jason Dunstall put the icing on the cake by booting 9 as he charged through the century barrier for the third time in his career.
A 30-knot wind was sweeping across Cardinia Park as play started between the Cats and the Hawks. McGrath was lining up on Dunstall, who needed 5 goals for his ton. Mensch for Geelong drew first blood, but only a couple of minutes later Dunstall kicked his first, his 96th for the season.
Looks pretty good off the boot. It's a goal.
A soccer goal by Brownless was Geelong's second. Hudson Freed, Gold and right on the siren Pritchard in devastating form found Dunstall, who kicked his second. The second quarter and Hawthorn right on top. Dunstall kicked his third, Brown replying for Geelong as the rain tumbled down.
It's an excellent kick. It's floated through the goals. Great goal.
But Dunstall shortly after brought up his ton, the crowd onto the ground. The Hawks led by 26 points. The Cats opened with goals through Brownless and Mansfield to bring the margin to 3 goals, but again it was the relentless Hawks. Dunstall kicked his 6th of the day, following up the dose just before three-quarter time, marking in front of Ablett, now at full back. The last quarter and again 2 quick goals to Geelong, to Scott and Merriman. But again Hawthorn goal through Dunstall after the play of the day. Hall to Allen to Dunstall for his 8th.
Dunstall, too good.
Dunstall kicked his 9th with about 8 minutes to go, but 2 late goals by the Cats made the score more respectable. The Hawks home by 19 points.
And St Kilda's 4-match winning streak came to a sudden end when the Bombers caused an upset at the MCG. Essendon started brilliantly, but the Saints fought back to trail by only 2 goals at half-time. But a 5-goal, 5-third term by the home team set up a 28-point win. Graham Dawson has the details.
It was billed as the clash of the full forwards. Salmon drew first blood for the Bombers, outmarking Frawley. The elusive McAdam opened the Saints' account.
Kick it. No, it's McAdam. Goal.
Derek Tickett's lightning hand pass let Buick in for his first.
Promising. Buick. Open goal. All he has to do is put it through, and he does.
It was a Derek Tickett MCG show.
Crawley behind. Kickett running onto it. Well, that's classical stuff.
Tickett's second goal in the minute stretched the Bombers' lead to 40 points. The Saints struck back, and Bowie's second for the quarter made the deficit 12 points at half-time.
He's goal!
Derek Tickett was irrepressible, but it was Nicky Winmar who took the mark of the day.
Devonport easily. The disposal is brilliant.
Fantastic stuff as Spawn breaks towards the full forward. Oh!
The Saints had no answer to Kickett as he posted his third.
Right to the goal line. Wanganeen. Oh, it carries the back.
Frank Coughlin gave the Saints a glimmer of hope early in the final term. Bradley Plain second put the issue beyond doubt. The Bombers home by 28 points. Graham Dawson, 7 Nightly News.
And Footscray won its 11th match of the season by thumping the Crows by 87 points at Waverley Park. The Bulldogs were never headed as they joined Geelong at the top of the ladder. Royal kicked 6 and Grant 4 for the winners. Mike Smithson reports.
The Bulldogs were off the leash from the word go. Early it was the Brian Royal, Danny Del Rey show.
Left foot snapshot is pretty good.
This time Del Rey with a truly courageous mark. With Royal's opponent Darryl Hart momentarily winded, Royal chipped in unchecked. Footscray up by 4 goals.
Bad marking by the Crows.
The Crows' first major resulted from a bullet-like pass from Marshall to filling forward Sean Tasker, who made no mistake. Always the opportunist, Royal turned a loose ball into full points for his second. The Bulldog blitz continued in the second. Grant wheels out of a pack to set up that man Royal for his third.
He might kick another one, only 15 metres out. He doesn't miss those too often.
Footscray giant Glenn Coleman continued the Crows' woes in the third quarter with a rover-like soccer for full points. Brian Royal was handing out goals like lollies. This time Chris Grant set up for a magic major on the run. Yes, oh so easy. Darren Baxter on fire. Doug Hawkins oozes experience, the ball dribbles through. The Crows as miserable as the Melbourne weather in a game best described as a Bulldog bath. Mike Smithson, 7 Nightly News.
And Carlton skipper Stephen Kernahan spearheaded a big Blues win over Brisbane at Princes Park. The champion forward kicked 9 goals as the home team kept alive its finals hopes with a 99-point win. And at Victoria Park, Collingwood kicked its biggest score of the season in thrashing Richmond by 63 points. And it was Peter Dacos who led the goal spree. Despite missing a month because of a shoulder injury, the Pies magician kicked 7, while youngster Rocker booted 6. Matthew Brooks reports.
The Magpies' first appearance at Victoria Park in 2 months attracted a bumper crowd, and their side didn't let them down. With the win, they had 5 goals on the board before the Tigers had their first. Hogg was the key to the Tigers, this superb grab giving him his third. By the midway mark of the second term, Richmond were back to within 9 points, but the Magpies steadied. McWan brought the black and white brigade to their feet with his first. Dacos was also thrilling his fans, roving the pack for his fourth. When Brown found Krosiska, the difference had grown to 49 points. The Tigers tried hard to reduce that, but had no luck. Wright juggling a beauty before his second. The last quarter was all Collingwood, Rocker kicking a further 2 after strong marks. While Dacos kicked his 7th to give the Magpies a 10-goal win.
The ladder and the Cats still hold down top spot on percentage from Footscray. Collingwood has moved to 3rd. Then comes the Eagles, St Kilda and Hawthorn in the 6th.